A real simple tutorial for some really cute projects. And here's one, the Frankenstein, and a ghost, and then of course our friendly pumpkin. They were so easy to make. The hardest part was drawing on the face, I guess, and that wasn't even hard at all. And then the longest part was just waiting for the paint to dry. It's real simple. It was very inexpensive, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll bring you some more DIY projects. Okay, so the supplies we're going to use for today's project are 3 4x4s cut into varying lengths, just a piece of a branch from outside for the top of the pumpkin, some of this for decoration for the pumpkin, and as well as this was only $1 from the Dollar Tree, and it's super cute. Use that for the pumpkin. Some chalk paint in white for the ghost, moss for the Frankenstein, and orange for the pumpkin. Some twine for the pumpkin. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with that yet. A Sharpie or black paint for the faces. Haven't decided on that yet either. A hot glue gun, and of course a paintbrush. Alright, so we're just gonna get started putting our first layer on the 3 pieces of wood, and we'll get back once that's done. Okay, so I got the first coat on. It's not too bad. I think I might put another coat on. Maybe not the green one. That one looks pretty good, and they're dry to touch, but I'm gonna let them dry a little longer. You want to put thin coats on so that it doesn't take as long to dry. Alright, but I wanted to talk about the paint here. So I got the Waverly chalk paint from Walmart. Actually, I got this from Walmart also. Alright, so the chalk paint works the best. It goes on, it's really thick, it's very pigmented, so you don't need as much. And then this one, it's wax, and even though it is white, it is not the chalk paint, which I mistakenly picked up. I definitely did want to get the white chalk paint, but so luckily I just had some white acrylic paint, and that's actually from the Dollar Tree, $1, and it works. And this is, the orange is acrylic paint too, because they did not have any more of the orange chalk paint. So like I said, the chalk paint is thicker and it's much more pigmented, so I think that will be fine with just one coat. But the orange and the white is just regular acrylic paint, and I think I'm gonna have to put another coat on that, on both of them, even though we are gonna distress it. Especially the white, I guess. I'm gonna put another coat on that, but I just wanted to explain it. So you don't have to use chalk paint, but it does make things quicker, and it does look really nice. But the acrylic paints do work well. You just might need to put on a second coat, and it definitely takes a larger quantity of the paint just to apply even one coat. So I'm going to let them dry and put another coat on, and then we'll get on to the fun stuff, getting the faces and the decorations on the pumpkins and things. Okay, so they're dry, and what I have now is 320 grit sandpaper, and I'm just trying to distress the edges and the high spots. I want it to look worn and not perfect. And I don't know if you can see, but I did also draw the face on with just pencil for right now. So I'm just going to finish sanding it the way that I want it. And you don't have to use 320 grit sandpaper, that's just what I had. You can see I drew the Frankenstein's hair and his face and stuff. So I'm just gonna sand it. Nothing perfect. Mainly concentrating on the edges. And if you sand too much, you can just go back and repaint it. It's pretty simple. And I'm just concentrating on the front side because that's all you're really going to see. If you're a perfectionist, you can go around, but I'm just concentrating on the front side for now. And we can always take off more later. I'm going to get a new piece of sandpaper. And this is the sandpaper that I'm using. It comes in, there's multiple grits in there. The lower the number, the like the more it'll sand at once. And this is just from, you can buy it pretty much anywhere. The wet to dry, if you want really high grit, that way it's really smooth. I got that at the Advanced Auto. Alright, I think that'll be good for now. And we'll get the Sharpie and we'll draw the face on and see how this comes out. Alright, so I'm just gonna go and just simply draw the face. I already free-handed it with a pencil and that makes it easier. I don't trust myself, so I would never do it with the marker. Even though you could, I guess, and then if you messed up too bad, you could just sand it and repaint it. Alright, I'm just going to go up and do the exact same thing with the other ones, and then we'll get all the other decorations on. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you want to see more.